welcome back. Today is Tuesday, May 20th. I have your three best bets for you in the NBA playoffs here today. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. It is day 30, and it's day one of the Western Conference Finals. We've made it. Best time of the year. SGA versus Anthony Edwards, the two best young players in the league going at it in the Western Conference Finals. I cannot wait for this matchup. Future MVP Anthony Edwards versus future face of the league Anthony Edwards battling at it. One team can move on to the NBA Finals. This is going to match up. This is going to be a great game. 7:30 on, I think it's on TNT or I'm not. Yeah, no, this game's on ESPN here today. 2:15 over under. Minnesota coming into Oklahoma. Oklahoma City is a 7-point favorite here for game one. For this playoffs, have we been seeing the team that's been resting coming into the matchup has always played poorly in this game one, where the team that just played the most recent matchup comes out on fire in this first matchup. So OKC here tonight should be good to go, but I hope Minnesota makes this game a great game one here tonight. These two teams have been battling all season. Cannot wait for this matchup. I got three brand new plays here today, and before we jump into today's plays, we got to recap Game 7 from that Denver OKC matchup, and we end up going 0 for 3 in best bets. Last week was horrible, man. Very bad week overall. Bad game overall. That game was horrible. And we went 0 for 3 in that matchup. Isaiah Hartenstein was probably the only thing that was very close to hitting. He finished the game at 17 points, rebounds. He didn't play like pretty much the whole fourth quarter. Didn't play pretty much the remaining of the third quarter. They seemed like Oklahoma City halfway through the lineup. They just moved Chet to the 5, and they ran small ball and just ran Denver out the court. And that showed Nikola Jokic rebounds. Him and Jamal Murray didn't play in the fourth quarter. Jamal Murray was heating up in the third, but both of those guys fell flat on his face. 0-3 day overall, but man, horrible week yesterday. But today's a fresh new day. It's the Western Conference Finals. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I got three fresh new plays here today. And let's just jump into it. For my first play of the day, going with the new face of the league in my first play here in this matchup. I know I was saying a few videos ago, you take Anthony Edwards points on the road and you take Anthony Edwards at home, rebounds, assists here, but I'm sticking with the rebounds, assists here on the road here. I think OKC is going to have a great matchup, having Lou Dort, Caruso, double guard, Anthony Edwards bouncy across the half court, and I think Anthony Edwards is going to have to pass a lot and get a lot of rebounds to impact the game in other ways. So give me Anthony Edwards to go over 11.5 rebounds, assists, coming in -106 on FanDuel. 70% hit rate these playoffs overall, averaging 13.9 rebounds, assists. He's gotten us over 3 for his last 4 against OKC this season, averaging 15.2 rebounds, assists per game. Last 4 games against OKC this season, he had 9, 14, 17, and he had 21 in the most recent matchup they played. 7 for his last 10 overall, averaging 13.9 rebounds, assists per game. Loving the potential assists per game, averaging 9 potential assists per game these playoffs and 12 rebound chances per game these playoffs. So he's a potential and the high rebound chances per game. Last matchup they played, like I said, had 21 rebounds, assists in the most recent matchup with 20 rebound chances in that game and 19 potential assists in that game. So he had a potential to even blow this out of the water even more, and he had 21 in the last matchup. Last 3, 14, 17, and 21. 70% hit rate in his last in these playoffs, with the last 5 games him getting 16, 14, 8, 9, and he had 19 in the most recent matchup. I haven't projected at 13 rebounds, assists in this game, so I think Anthony Edwards is going to have a great rebounding and passing game. So give me Ant-Man to go over 11.5 rebounds, assists, coming in -106 on FanDuel. Jump into my second play. Same kind of play here, but on the other side of the ball here, and that's Jalen Williams. J-Dub's been having a great rebounds, assists, been great at rebounding and assisting these playoffs, and it shows. He has a 73% hit rate with this number, so give me Jalen Williams to go over 9.5 rebounds, assists, coming to -135 on DraftKings. Like I said, 73% hit rate for J-Dub these playoffs, averaging 11.6 rebounds, assists per game. Why I love this so much? He is at home, and at home in these playoffs, he is 100% hit rate these playoffs, averaging 11.5 rebounds, assists, 11 plus rebounds, assists in every single home game these playoffs. Love the consistency we've been getting. He's gotten us over 3 for his last 5 against the Wolves in the regular season overall. with the last 4 games him getting 14, 8, 12, and 12 in his last 4 games against Minnesota overall. Last 2 home games against the Wolves had 14 and 12 rebounds, assists in both of those matchups. 3 for his last 5. Overall, averaging 11.6 rebounds, assists, with the most last 3 games him getting 13, 17, and 12 rebounds, assists in those matchups. Just like Anthony Edwards, J-Dub has had great potential assists and rebounds in every single game in these playoffs, averaging 11 potential assists per game and 10 rebound chances per game in these playoffs. So J-Dub has been doing better at creating offense for this team. Having projected at 12 rebounds, assists in these matchups. He's not been scoring that much, but he's been impacting the game in other ways, and that's just him grabbing these long rebounds, pushing the pace on fast break, and hitting the open guy in the lane. Like I said, projected at 12 rebounds, assists, 100% hit rate at home these playoffs, averaging 11.5 rebounds, assists with 11 plus in each home game these playoffs. Last 2 home games against the Wolves, he had 14 and 12. I think he's going to have another great game here today, so give me J-Dub to go over 9.5 rebounds, assists, coming to my minus 135. On DraftKings, I jump into my third and final play of the day for this game 1 of the Western Conference Finals, and we're going to a man. We've been taking his overs these last few games, especially against Golden State. We took his overs a lot in the matchup, and it was proven profitable, and we're back at it like a bad habit. And that's Julius Randle. J. Randle to score 20-plus points, coming in minus 122 on FanDuel. He has an 80% hit rate these playoffs with this number, averaging 23.9 points per game. He's gotten this over 4 for his last 5 versus OKC, averaging 23.2. Hand up. Just letting you know the numbers. I wouldn't fully look into his last few games against OKC. Majority of those games were when he was on the Knicks. The only game he did play against OKC was really early in the season, where he had 11 points in that matchup, but that was super early on. This is not the J. Randle we've been getting these playoffs. 80% hit rate these playoffs, like I've been saying. 4 for his last 5, averaging 25.2 points per game. With the last 5 games, him scoring 18, 24, 24, 31, and 29 points per game. Teams are selling out on guarding Anthony Edwards, leaving Julius Randle to work one-on-one. I think today, Caruso, Lou Dort are going to have Anthony Edwards all game, leaving J. Randle having to create on offense. I think he's going to do a great job on lowering his shoulder. I'm not really afraid of Chet Holmgren or Isaiah Hartenstein in the paint for J. Randle, where I expect him to be a little more physical with them. And I think he's going to get away with a lot of those shoulder bumps and driving in the lane and getting those and ones, which we love to see. Over 4 for his last 5 away playoff games, averaging 24.2 points per game. With the last 4 road games, him having 27, 23, 24, and 31 in the last 4 road games in the playoffs. Averaging 17 field goal attempts per game in these last 5 games. Averaging 17 field goal attempts per game these playoffs. In these last 5 games, he's averaging 18 field goal attempts per game. And when he takes 17 shots in a game this regular season, he's gotten the over 95% of the time. That's right. These playoffs, averaging 17 field goal attempts per game. In these last 5, he's averaging 18. And when J. Randle takes 17 shots in a game, like I said, 95% hit rate. Love that consistency. I really loved over 26.5 points, rebounds, but right as I was making the video, that number changed, so I'm gladly pivoting to 20-plus points here. He has been a monster these playoffs. I haven't projected at 23-plus points in this game. J. Randle has been huge for the Wolves, as Anthony Edwards has been everyone's main focus, leaving Randle to have nice, easy matchups where he takes advantage of it every single time. 80% hit rate these playoffs. 95% hit rate when he takes 17 shots in a game, and in these playoffs, averaging 17 field goal attempts per game. I think it's a great spot for J. Randle to make a statement here in game 1. So give me J. Randle to score 20-plus points, coming to minus 122 on FanDuel. And those are my 3 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, let me know down below, what's your favorite play? Am I destined for another 0-3 day? But I think I'm going to have a good spots here overall. J. Randle, 20-plus points. Jalen Williams, over 9.5 rebounds, assists. And then Anthony Edwards, he has been our Mr. Consistent with the rebounds, assists. Love that overall, over 11.5 rebounds, assists. Let me know down below, what's your favorite play for this game 1 of the Western Conference Finals? Other plays I was thinking about posting or pivoting to that I really liked was Chet Holmgren over 8.5 rebounds. I think Chet has been doing great rebounds, but I was a little nervous coming into this matchup, picking that play just because we don't know how it's going to look because at the end of the series, it seemed like Chet was just getting a lot of the run, like I was saying in the J. Will play, where they were moving Chet to the 5, J. Will to the 4, and they were running that small ball lineup just to push the pace out of Denver. Where in this game, Minnesota has the 2 double big men, so I'm interested to see the playing time between the Isaiah Hartenstein and Chet in this matchup here. Going to be an interesting day. I think SGA points as well because SGA has been smooth like butter these whole playoffs, and we finally got a lower number than normal, so SGA as well. I was leaning Ant over 25.5 points, but I think him going rebounds, assists, I think Caruso and Dort are going to have him in a chamber on offense where I think the assists and rebounds are a good spot here overall for Ant. So let me know down below what's your favorite play for this game 1, or who do you have winning this game 1 overall. I'm going to take Minnesota +7. I think this game is going to be grit and grimy. I think Minnesota's young. They're going to come out hot and on fire for this game 1 overall. I'm excited for these games. Hopefully having a wonderful day. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one.